Hello, guys. This is In the Mouth of Music with Dean Corpse.
I'm Scott White.
Diego Pendejo.
What's up, guys?
Not much.
Arguments?
No arguments.
No
Why?
arguments?
No.
I don't know. You look tense.
No, I'm not.
You look
Okay,
tense.
good.
No, I'm not.
You look like you've been listening to Motley Crue for a long time.
Yeah, I have, actually. Longer than you. So,
He's old.
a lot longer.
Yep.
What do you want to talk about today, fellas?
I think we're going to talk about my favorite band.
What's your favorite band?
One of them, at least, I should say. Scissorfight.
They suck.
No, they don't. They rule. They rule hard.
Where are they from?
They are actually from New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
Maine area.
I've been to New Hampshire.
Who else
Very
is from
nice.
New Hampshire? What other?
Nobody.
No, there's a whole bunch.
Sasquatch.
Whole bunch, bro.
Sasquatch.
I don't remember.
What? The new Joker movie's based on some dude from New Hampshire.
I don't even care. I hated that new Joker movie.
It was awful.
Yeah.
It
It was
just-
a good intro to a real movie.
Yeah, it was really fun.
That wasn't really about the Joker.
It
No.
wasn't even Joker,
No.
so we're not even
It
going to go
wasn't
into that.
Joker.
Let's talk about Scissor Fight.
Let's fight with scissors.
Let's fight with scissors.
I do like the name.
Yes.
Scissor Fight is a good name. I don't know. It's pretty bitchy.
They've been around for a long time, and most people don't know about Scissor Fight. I've known about Scissor Fight for a long time. I always feel like I was the only fucking fan of Scissor Fight
still
for
are.
years. I probably still am.
Yeah, you are.
My friends used to make fun. They suck. But for some strange reason, I stuck to my guns, and I was like, no way, they're fucking awesome. I don't give a shit if anybody doesn't like them or not. I love them. Their riffs are fucking awesome. They're heavy. They're groovy. They're catchy as
They
fuck.
do have good grooves.
A lot of people hate the singer, and I'm just like, nah, the singer's fucking, because he fits, we were just explaining this before, like Vince Neil's not a good singer, not at all. But
Never has been.
But he
Terrible.
fits with Motley Crue, and it's fine. This guy's not like the most extraordinary singer ever, but he fits with Scissor Fight, and it works. Their song titles alone are fucking awesome, like Helicopter Kills, Cottonmouth, and fucking
Yeah, they have some good song titles for sure.
yeah.
I don't know. I think they definitely have like killer grooves, like really good riffs. You know, they got some good grooves. The only thing that kind of gets on my nerves is the singer. He talks a lot. Like
Yeah, I
he
think
doesn't
that's what I like about it.
without really belting anything out. There's not a lot of conviction there. It's like he's reciting shit.
Well,
you know.
here's the thing, though, too. This is what's kind of cool about him is that now the original singer was named Iron Lung. Okay,
He's a fisherman.
who's
That's-
a fisherman? Yeah, he works.
Yeah.
He works in Maine. He's
By the way, that's also the name of a friend of mine's old band.
yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
JP's
Oh, okay.
Juan Pablo?
Juan Pablo.
I thought so.
But he was a big, huge dude, very intimidating.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
And he would go and play live, and dude, they're heavy as balls live. You know.
You seen him live?
I've never seen him live. I've seen a lot of videos, though.
I was going to say, I didn't know you've been to New
No, I
Hampshire.
wish. They never come down. They don't tour. But the only time,
Because they've only played in New Hampshire.
no, well, because the only time you.
Sorry, I'm
Laugh
sorry.
it
Sorry,
up.
Scissor Fight. Sorry.
All right, leave him alone.
No.
I will defend you, Scissor Fight, no
It's
matter
okay.
what. Don't worry about these clowns.
You know, I would go to a Scissor Fight concert because
You should.
You know, they sound like skinhead music, and I like.
dude,
that.
and they're totally
you know,
like they totally
it's like
beat
a-
your fucking ass
it's
to
like
the
a
ground
New York
type of music.
You know, it's got that New York City hardcore feel to it.
yeah.
I like everything. The singer is.
You maybe you could get beat
Yeah.
up there, and
You know what?
enjoy it
Maybe
more.
I don't know.
Maybe you'll feel better about yourself afterwards.
Oh yeah, I feel real good.
But yeah, they I never got to see them live. I would love to see them live now. But
Well,
the
they got
only
a different
the
singer now.
only exposure I think they've ever gotten, and I happened to catch it on MTV, or I think it was MTV or VH1, one of the two. They had 120 minutes, and they actually had an interview with Scissor Fight.
Really?
And
Wow.
it was during I think it was like the Man Trapping for Sport and Profit, which to me is the definitive Scissor Fight album. If you're ever going to listen to it, it is a flawless album from beginning to end. It is super catchy. It's got some of the greatest songs they've ever written, and the whole entire album's full of fucking mad fucking grooves and just like total beatdown groove music, and it's just fucking badass.
It does remind me of Breakdown. Do you know the band Breakdown from New York?
Yeah.
It sounds like them a little bit.
It's
a little
got,
bit that, it's got that groovy feel.
It's got like
I
a
guess.
very simple kind of
simple
thing. Like it's not overly technical or anything. Like they're not trying to dazzle you with their fucking abilities. It's just like they're like chun 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 chun. It's just real simple. It fucking grooves. They got a lot of groove. That's I think that's their most redeeming quality.
Oh yeah, the guitarist and the bass
really
player are
the
same guys that have been there from the beginning, and they're killer. They work. I think some of the newer stuff is not as great, but it's still good.
Right.
You don't like the singer, the new singer. You don't like
the new singer is no. I think he's good. It's just I have such an affinity for the original singer.
Right.
And I like his style of singing, that his creativity of how he came up. Like, I know a lot of people don't like the talking and how he does it, but in the end, I know we know but I like the talking. I like how he does it and how he incorporates it into the song and how it works as part of this like catchiness.
Sure.
It just works and it hooks and it stays in your fucking head. Yeah. And I mean, if anybody else did it, they'd be like, well, no, you're just like singing over, and it just wouldn't work. And he understood that. I think he understood the formula better than anybody else. The new singer, just kind of goes into it a lot like how they did originally, with Guaranteed Kill and Balls Deep, where it was just more of like a yell type of growl, type of vocalization over everything. But he doesn't try to do the talking thing, which I thought was actually kind of a unique flavor to throw in it, because even though he's talking, the music's bouncing so fucking hard that you're just like, dude, this is fucking just like, I could just fucking jam to this shit.
Yeah.
You get it's a kind of a band that you kind of like listen to and you get drunk and you're like, fuck yeah, dude. This band is fucking killer. Like the riffs alone are just like fucking just blowing your mind. But they released like a bunch of EPs, I have every single fucking album they released. Every little thing. They even had like a little live album they did.
I got it all. It's right on my phone.
Yeah, they even had a little live album they did that I have that. That's like fucking people fucking looking for that shit. I got all their little singles and shit like
your
that.
wall of CDs.
And my wall of CDs, yeah. But I love them to death. I think they're definitely one of my favorite bands out there. I can listen to those albums any fucking time. I actually discovered them in FYE, and I looked at the cover, and the album cover for the first band was it's called Guaranteed Kill, and it's like a bunch of sausages and shit like that. And I was like, well, if they got sausage on the cover, it's gotta be good.
Gotta be good.
And as a little fat boy, I'm just running around like, oh, that's gonna be cool. So I brought it, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. And they had another album called Balls Deep at the time, and I was
Little
like,
fat boy on the cover?
No, I was the little fat boy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Still that little fat boy. Then I went back and I bought that Balls Deep, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. And I remember walking to Blockbuster Music, my friend Corey turned around to me and goes, oh, dude, Scissorfight has a new album. It's called, it's over there. You might like it. It's a little different than their older stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I listened to it. I was like, oh, my God, this is amazing. I totally missed New Hampshire. I didn't find out about New Hampshire until afterwards.
I bet you if I grew up in their town, I'd probably love them.
You probably would. But I mean, I think if you listen to them for as long as I have, you probably would have liked them as well. Yeah. See, if you're just listening to them right now, you might be a little bit like, I don't know.
Well, I gotta get in the state of mind of when it came out.
Yeah.
That's what the problem is.
Like certain eras have a certain sound, and
they do sound. They got that east. Northeast.
East Coast.
Northeast.
I drink beer a lot type of sound.
Hardcore sound.
Yeah.
It's a hardcore band.
It's simple.
Yeah.
It's simple. That's what I like about it too. I'm very I believe in the if you could hum the song, then then that's fucking awesome. Like if you can remember it and then hum it, you're golden. But and then Scissorfight was fucking.
I bet you if I would if I would have found out about Scissorfight, 20 years ago or 15 years ago.
Yeah, you probably would have been more of a fan.
I would have been a huge fan because I was listening to that kind of stuff back then. Yeah. But I don't really listen to hardcore anymore. And like Scott the other day, remember I put on some New York City hardcore, the green tape cassette, and it was great. And I heard Breakdown, and it reminded me of Breakdown, which means I like Breakdown, which means I would have
Yeah.
liked Scissor Fight, but the problem is
You're old now, and you're
fucking
you're
20
decaying.
years later, it's like, really? Scissor Fight? I mean, it's like...
That's the problem.
I totally
but-
missed the boat.
Breakdown was
Yeah.
really good.
See, I got
Breakdown
into them
was
in the
awesome.
'90s, so it worked for me. So I
Yeah.
was all about it. So and like I said, I've been following them ever since, and they broke up for a long time.
If I would have known a fat kid in the 90s, I'd like him.
Yeah, well, there were plenty of us. There still are.
No, I'm talking about that fat kid.
Oh, this fat kid.
Yeah,
Well,
you could have opened my eyes, and I would have given him a good rating.
Oh, but that was the thing back in the day. Is I used to look for
Yeah.
bands that were just very different, or I would try to. Like I picked up bands like Wicker Man. Remember that band Wicker Man?
God.
They were like I gave them a shot. I liked the album cover, but then I was like, that's okay.
Yeah, I've bought albums on album covers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you used to do. I remember I used to go to Best Buy.
You
and,
couldn't
like,
listen to him.
I picked
remember
up a
the-
couple bands like that, like God Dethroned. They're like, well, if the band's called God Dethroned, it's got to be good.
I remember I bought a album cover because it looked like a Social Distortion album cover, and I can't remember the name of the band. And I put it on, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
This isn't that.
No,
I go,
this
oh
is
my god, these guys look like they had like leather jackets and hot rods, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
yeah. Chances are if they have a hot rod in their thing, they're not cool. But see, they Scissor Fight
sure.
like advertises
Probably
like
doesn't have a hot rod.
jackalopes and shit like that.
Jackalopes.
The
Is it the
jackalope.
jackalope in New
Yeah.
Hampshire?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think it's like they're. It's not like the Jersey Devil.
Sasquatch.
or
You know,
anything.
in Missouri they have the Momo. It's the Missouri
Momo.
Monster, which is
Is it?
the Missouri Bigfoot.
Oh, here in Lake Worth, we have
call it
the
the Missouri
Bobo.
Monster. The
you know,
Bobo.
The Bobo.
We got a
Fucking
bunch of
retards. That's what we have, a
Bobos.
bunch
We
of
got a lot of
retards.
hobos.
Yeah, we got the Coco down
Bobo
here, which
Bobos.
is like the cokeheads and crackheads
So-
and shit.
Well, I'm glad
right.
you like them because they got like
I
a
don't
local.
just like them. I love them.
Well,
they got
that's
like
good
this
'cause they
local
need a
band
fan.
feel, which I think is
Yeah.
cool. Like I went on YouTube and I look at some of their videos, and all the people commenting are like from their town, which I thought was really fucking cool.
It's very endearing.
It is. I think it's super cool.
Well, it's kind of funny because like my
Yeah.
fiance, like she's from New Hampshire, and she's like, oh, I know this singer, and like I'm like, really? And
Wow.
then Dan at the shop, like he's like, oh, I know
Well,
them.
you know, New Hampshire's like 5 square miles or some shit.
Oh, New Hampshire. What do you call it?
It's Joe Hill County.
No, the
I have a
fucking-
lot of stories about New Hampshire, but none of them are really
I
relevant
can't.
to Scissor
I'm
Fight.
drawing blanks on New Hampshire.
A lot of things happen there in a short amount of time. It's a story for another
Joe
story
Sex
for
of the
another
Jackalope.
day.
Joe Queer and the dude that OD'd. What's his name?
Dipshit.
No, the guy that used to smear poop on his body.
G.G.
G.G. Allen?
Thank you, New Hampshire. Thank
like-
you. Thank you, G.G. Allen.
Hey, let's rate this shit.
New Hampshire's greatest.
New Hampshire's all right if you like.
I'm going to
that.
give him 2 ratings.
All right, go for it.
So I'm going to give him a rating today of me today, and then a rating if I was a young guy listening to it. So I'm going to give it a D, which is not nice, but,
That's you.
I'm over that type of music.
jerk.
But I bet you, if if Dean would have said, Diego, why don't you listen to Scissor Fight? Maybe he would have said that 20 years ago. I probably would have gave him a C+, I bet you.
Nice.
So,
All right, that's fair.
I like their local feel. I really like that,
Yeah.
small band thing.
Should never be small. They should be huge. They should be a lot bigger than what they are. 100%.
I think they have day jobs. Like,
Of course
seriously,
they
I
do.
think they don't.
They have to.
Yeah, I don't think they're like, this is their.
Chuck
This is
Billy
like-
even has a fucking day job.
I think it's more of their passion than anything, you know what I
wanna go
mean?
to
Which
Chuck
is cool.
Billy's Job.
I think he's a truck driver. I don't think you can go to his job unless you're a hooker.
I'm gonna give them. Let me see. Wow. They. Fuck. I'm not a fan of the singer. Like, I don't like the amount of just talking that he does. But the riffs are really fucking good. I really appreciate that. But I'm gonna give him a C. I'm gonna give him a
C.
C.
You put him there with
a C
body
minus. A C minus.
So you gave body count a C.
I should have given him a C plus.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think you're.
I gave him a C minus. Dean,
They get an A.
he gives
What?
him an
An
A.
A?
They get a fucking A because you know
We
what?
got a
I
fan
love.
here. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I
That's cool.
love
That's fine.
fucking Scissor Fight.
Nice.
I'm not gonna argue with
I
you.
never really heard a bad album by them. Even though the new stuff is not as good, it's still good. You
Yeah.
know, it's it's
So you
just
rate
it-
him higher than Clutch?
Oh yeah, I love them way more than Clutch.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of like
That's a
them.
fan.
I
We
like
got a
them.
fucking
I kind of
fan.
Yeah,
like
I
Scissor
love-
Fight. I kind of like them more because you like them so much. You know?
I
Serious,
I don't
I'm
I don't
serious.
just like them. I
Yeah.
love.
I didn't know you like them that
love.
much.
Scissor- They're one of
Jeez.
my favorite
Holy
bands.
cow. Maybe I need to give it another
Well.
shot. Maybe you should give my band another
Hey,
shot.
there's Alice Cooper, Danzig, Wasp, and Scissor Fight. Man, they're up there.
Wow.
Yeah, they're those are bands that I'm
Wow.
like, yeah.
Holy shit. Maybe I'll give them another shot. You know.
You
Cool.
should totally listen to Scissor Fight. They need your help.
Like I said, I wouldn't shut it off.
No,
It's
I'm
good,
telling you, dude, the
but,
best album. I'm telling you, man. If you're gonna really want to try to get into them, if you want to get into the more like more catchy shit, Man Trapping for Sport and Profit is probably your best bet.
You're a nice guy. You
And
know, I'm
then
gonna
if you
share
want to get
this
to the
on there.
heavy shit, you get into that Guaranteed Kill and Balls Deep, and that'll fucking rip your fucking nutsack right out.
I'm
going
gonna
to
share this on their thing.
You should.
Should.
You should
The
totally
Scissor
share.
Fight,
it.
I will share it with
Scissor
you.
Fight. Cheers. I wish I had your beer.
Cheers.
They have a beer.
Shut the fuck up.
They have their own fucking beer.
I want my
GG
own
Allen
beer.
beer? Is it bloody? It's got poop on it or
no.
what?
It's like a.
You get dysentery
It's
when
a
you drink
lager.
it?
They have like a fucking lager, and I unfortunately you can't get it down here. And we were supposed to go to.
Lager.
Okay, listen,
what's he talking
listen.
about?
What the fuck's a lager? Is that like a slow beer?
It's a slow
It's
beer.
like a fucking. You know what it is? I know what a lager is. A lager is when Joey Cape, the singer of Lagwagon, you know, the guy's like in a different band.
Yeah.
He realizes that he's not in the band, so he's a lager. You know,
It's a
lagging.
lager. Whatever.
It's a lager.
It's a fucking lager.
Whatever.
And you correct
It's
me.
okay.
That's
It's
the worst.
okay.
That's hilarious.
It's spelled Lager, so it's whatever.
Anyway, seriously.
That's how I say it. But in the end, I was supposed to go to fucking New Hampshire this summer, and I was gonna try and see one of their shows. Except this fucking pandemic bullshit happened, and now I'll probably never get to see.
What a drag.
Poor Scissor.
Don't worry. If the Iron Lung gets fucking COVID-19, he'll be fine.
It's okay. I know
be
he'll.
fine.
I know he'll
So
be
maybe
fine.
the-
It
maybe
doesn't
the
matter
new
anyway.
singer-
He's not in the band
No,
anymore.
maybe the new singer will fucking die from Corona,
No,
and
I
they'll
hope
bring
not.
back the Iron Lung.
No way.
I thought you liked the Iron Lung better.
I like them both, but like I said, I think Iron Lung. I grew up with the Iron Lung, so the Iron Lung to me is always the singer.
Exactly.
So,
So, if the new
but-
guy dies from fucking
Well,
COVID,
I don't want him to die. I think he's cool too.
whatever. He loses
He
his
could just get
voice.
dysentery.
That's not.
No, that's
Oh,
not nice.
nah, that's
You're
not
a mean man.
I'm
You're
not
a
mean.
You're a mean
Maybe
man.
he'll step on a tack.
No,
No?
we don't want anybody to die in Scissor Fight.
No die.
Don't
All
die.
right.
Don't die, Scissor
Good
Fight.
work, Scissor
Please.
Fight.
We love you.
job.
I love you.
He loves
Fuck
you.
these guys.
I kind of like you. I like him. You know, it's just, it's tough.
Bunch of fucking muff puffs.
He Scissor Fight.
We're out.
Fight.
Better than Clutch.
We're out.
Scissor Fight. Fight better than your mom.
Adios, motherfuckers.